So it's really good to meet you, Phil. Finally, I've been writing to you for 3 years now.
Yeah.
What what advice do you have for artists starting out?
What advice do I have for artists starting out? Well, I'd say know what you want to say, and if not that, then figure it out pretty quick. Because I see a lot of people out there who are, I mean, they got the desire to say it and all that, and but when their message comes out, it's like it can be a little bit muddled sometimes, And I mean, when you're starting out, you've got your whole life to prepare for your debut, and that's why you always see like these bands, like the famous first album that's really great because they've had their whole life to prepare for their first album, and they can get it right exactly the way they want it. And then the follow-up record, as soon as it hits, the first one hits really good, and the follow-up one, they've got 10 months to put the second one together. And it's like, oh my God, what are we gonna do now? And there's a famous sophomore slump. That's like a classic thing. So, but that first one, there's no excuse for your debut not to be really, smashing, because you got your whole life to prepare for it. So get it right and know what you want to say, and then when you're ready, spring.
How is how is can I ask you about how is being sick with cancer affecting your spirit?
Well, it's affecting my body, is what it is. I say that my mind is strong and my spirit's strong. I mean, I'm all here. If I was healthy, the me that you're hearing would be the same. My body, what it's doing is it's assaulting my body, and so it's forcing my mind and my spirit to really stay focused and gather, sort of circle a bandwagon, sort of circle the wagons, I should say, and try and rally my body. As far as spiritually, I kind of had this Zen philosophy that I'm operating on. So I've always said when I got the news of the cancer, I didn't really need to learn how to live with cancer, because I already knew how to live with cancer. It's the same as living without cancer. It's Zen philosophy. You live your life, and whether you have cancer or not, you live it the same way. So it didn't really affect the way that I approach to life.
Have you had still have energy to play guitar and write?
Well, up until a month ago, I did, yeah. Um, this last month, I've kind of my body's taken a turn for the worse, and so I haven't been doing too much of that. I've been keeping a cancer journal on the internet, and I've been doing entries on that, up until, I think the last one I put in was last week. So in that sense, I'm still writing that, and people have been telling me that they think that it's actually some good writing, because circumstances are getting kind of dire, so they think that what I'm having to say has been pretty good.
Yeah, it's not like someone just writing to meet a deadline because
right,
their
exactly.
Editor says, "Here, you're not going to get your paycheck unless you finish something."
Exactly right.
Yeah.
So it's about something, and it has something to, right. It's there's definitely an emotional content there.
I like what you wrote about your friend giving you that look. The look like, "Oh, this is the last time I'm going to see you."
Right. Yeah.
And my loving joke is, I'm giving you the look like this is the first time, because I've never met you. I've been talking to you on the internet for 2 or 3 years.
Right. Yeah.
I'm just really happy to finally meet you.
No, that's
cool.
Great, man.
You inspired you've inspired me to get away from competitiveness in art. I mean, I've still got issues I deal with, but I look at it as a journey of you know, damage control, like getting a little bit better each day, and more towards a real path of like doing art for the sake of art rather than like to impress that girl or make that money
Yeah,
or whatever
right.
that crap is, you know. That
That's great.
Yeah.
That's great. I'm glad.
I appreciate
I
it.
get email from people all over the world, you know, total strangers, really supportive, and it's just amazing how, you know, you write this little book and it's sort of like putting a message in the bottle and throwing it out to sea from an island, and you don't really know who's going to get it. And to suddenly get all this feedback on it through email and see who's gotten it and how it's affected their life, it's really, it's amazing. You know, I don't. It's one of the, it's I don't have to worry about my quote unquote legacy. You know, if I'm to meet an early death or something, I feel like I've said what I'm going to say. I mean, I have more to say. I have more to offer. I have another book that I'd like to write, but like, if that's it, then that's, you know, I feel like I've got something out in the world that's is out there.
Cool, man. Thanks. Kids are coming home.
Bye.